Israeli officials say that its complete siege of Gaza will not be lifted until Hamas releases all of those being held.
And one of those taken is 22-year-old Omer Wenkert. And this is tough to watch, but his family wants you to see the brutal reality. Omer is there in this video in the back of a pickup truck being taken away from that music festival that was attacked on Saturday. And joining us now are two members of Omer's family, Shai Wenkert, his father, and Ricardo Greichner, his uncle. Thank you both for just taking the time to share this heartbreaking story. And I know you must be waiting for any news. Shai, you just returned from the funeral as well of somebody else who I know was close to your family, who was with your son when he was taken. How are you all doing?
Thank you for the opportunity to say the world what we are going through. It's horrible. It's difficult. I came from a funeral of Kim Damti. She was a friend that Omer went with her to the Nova Fest in Reim. They came to celebrate, to party. They've been in the shelter together, and we lost connection. Unfortunately, Kim was murdered. I came from a funeral, and we have a video of Omer. Omer is 22 years old, a very handsome, very intelligent. He's a manager of a restaurant, and his brilliance. We have a video that is kidnapped by the Hamas. We have photos that is with the arms captured. We know he's alive. I'm sure he's alive. From the video and from the photos, Hamas is responsible for his health and for his, to bring him home safe. Omer has a Colitis disease. It's a chronic disease. He needs his medicine urgent. And Hamas won't take the Red Cross to come over. We're trying for all over just to connect with Omer, to give him to be healthy.
Wow. I'm wondering how you got access to those videos, to those photos. Did somebody contact you, or did you just happen upon them?
No, unfortunately, the media in Gaza, Telegram Gaza, it's they put all this videos and photos. It's horrible, but a friend of mine saw it, and he knows my son, so he told me. Before he told me, I went to look for Omer at the South Street. I went to take my son home because I know he's in a big, difficult situation. Bombing and shooting everywhere. And I know he's waiting at the shelter in Reim. I tried to go there to take him out. Unfortunately, I didn't get to this shelter. A friend called me, told me I have a video. Omer is alive, but is probably kidnapped.
No.
So you have to come home. Your family needs you. And from then, we are trying to do everything to bring Omer back alive.
Ricardo, just how do you process something? This young man who went with his friend to a concert, and then this happens to him. Ricardo, what do you want us to know about Omer, and what do you want to say to him?
I want to answer, or you want me? Shai is the father.
I'm the father. I'm the father of Omer. Yes, I want to say to Omer. Maybe I'll say it in Hebrew, if it's okay. עומר, אנחנו מחכים לך בבית, אנחנו יודעים שאתה חי, ואנחנו עושים כל מאמץ לשחרר אותך החוצה. תהיה חזק כמו שאנחנו חזקים, אנחנו מחכים לך פה. It's a message for Omer that we are strong, we are waiting for him to come back home alive, and we are waiting.
Yeah, a couple of words about the Hamas behavior. So, as you know, there is a Geneva Convention, they are obliged to supply medicine to captives, and they basically captive him, right? So he's kidnapped in Gaza. He has a disease, chronic disease, and we try to send his medicine through the Red Cross that appealed to the Hamas. We have hundreds of terrorists in our jails that killed Israelis. However, although they are in our jails after killing Israelis, we supply to them all the medicine. We give them the opportunity to learn in the university. They have televisions. They have all the facilities that are internationally recognized. So we treat the Hamas killers as prisoners. They are taking Omer, which is a civilian. He's not a soldier. He didn't do anything wrong. He didn't pass the border to Gaza. He didn't do any damage. He's just in the beginning of his life. He was supposed to be going to the university, starting the life. He's a flourish guy. He goes to festivals every couple of weeks with Kim, that was also a young lady, beautiful lady. There is no justification to go to this kind of a concert with machine guns, close the area, shoot all the guys, all the ladies, families together. No rationale. They didn't do anything wrong. The only thing that they need to do, and I strongly recommend them to do it, to give back all the kidnaps to Israel. They are messing around with the wrong enemy. We made a mistake. We let them get into the border. We were not, let's say, sensitive enough to the risk of Hamas. Right now, if they don't give back the captives that they took, it will not end well. This is what we understand. This is what we hear in the streets.
Mm-hmm. And
Israel is very strong. And your former specialist just talked about it 10 minutes ago. So I think that you know exactly what will happen. So they need to be smarter, give back Omer, give back all the other kidnapped people well and safe.
Shai, I know the Israeli government has been in touch with some family members of those being held hostage. I'm wondering if you have had any contact with them, and what are your thoughts about the possibility of the Israeli Defense Forces going into Gaza in a massive way here shortly, potentially?
I was contacted on Monday by the Israeli government. They told me that they know that Omer is kidnapped, not missing, he is kidnapped. They can't tell me the situation, but from the video and the photo, I know he's alive. I'm not a politic, I'm not a military. I don't have the knowledge to say what should we do now. I trust the government. I trust all over that they are doing the best. And I think they know what to do. They are building it now. They have a big mission to do. It's very complicated. There is a lot of hostages that probably are underground in the Gaza Strip. For my opinion, they need to do the best to bring my son home.
Well,
and all hostages.
Absolutely. We hope you can hold your son closely very soon. Shai Wenkert and Ricardo Grichner, again, our hearts are with you in this moment. Thank you for sharing your story and your grief and your concern and what you can tell us about your son and your nephew. Omer, wishing you the very best.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. We're optimistic and we are unbreakable.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
We have a heartbreaking update on a family we spoke with earlier this week on Tuesday. I spoke to Ahuva Maizel, the mother of 21-year-old Adi, who had gone missing in the attack on the music festival. The family has now learned that Adi was killed. Ahuva last heard from her daughter on Saturday morning when shots could be heard in the background of a phone call. Adi's funeral was today.